we first got our chicks, there were two things that we needed to make sure we were taking care of. One, our dogs, which we'll talk about in an upcoming video. And two, the feeding and watering of those chicks. If we needed to go out of town, if we needed to leave town for the day even, we have friends that would come and take care of anything we asked, but we didn't really feel right about asking that. So we wanted to have a setup that if we had to leave, we knew our chickens were being taken care of. The feeder ports we use come with everything you need to install them. The hole saw they provide is the exact size for the feeder ports. Make sure the O-ring is in place and run the feeder from the inside of the bucket out. Just screw the collar on hand tight. Drill your hole about 1 inch from the bottom of the bucket, and this will allow your chickens to reach in and eat, but not drag the feed out onto the ground and be wasteful. A bucket this size will hold enough for our 16 chickens to eat for about a week, unless our dog Gus gets in there and helps them eat it. He loves chicken feed. I hang the bucket from the top of the coop and then set it on a lower bucket. This will set it at the right height for the chickens to be able to eat out of the ports, and then because it's hanging up, when it gets really light, it won't topple over because it's tethered to the top of our run. One of the reasons we like to use the kitty litter buckets is because they're flat on the sides, and if the lid from one breaks, we simply get a lid from another bucket because we have a cat, so we'll probably always have a kitty litter bucket. The watering cups we use are called Lil Cluckers Gravity Feed watering cups. We'll put a link to these cups and the feeding ports in the description. The cups have a simple spring valve system which allows water to flow into the cup until it's heavy enough to lower the cup, and then it closes the valve. These cups have a flat washer that goes on the outside of the bucket and a wing nut secured inside. Hand tight is plenty on these. Depending on the time of year, this should be enough water to last our 16 chickens about a month in the cooler weather, but if it's hot, they may go through it in as little as 5 days. Because of these two systems, our chickens are fed and watered whether we are home or not.